Hey guys, I'm Lee Burke and you're watching the Lee Burke Project, and in this video we're going to be having a talk about what Amazon niche you should sell in. And action! Right guys, so we're just going to have a bit of a chat about some of the different ways you can decide what niche you want to sell in on Amazon, but also some of the things you need to take into consideration when thinking about which niche you want to go into. So first of all, what I would do is head over to Google and just type in Amazon restricted categories, and then just click on the first link that comes up. And you're going to want to hang out on this page for a bit and do a bit of research as to the different restricted products and also the listing restrictions. So Amazon has categories in it that are called gated. So basically they require an extra level of approval to be able to sell into them. Now often to get that approval, what you need to do is prove that you are selling those products off Amazon. So basically that you're a legit manufacturer of those products. And then you can become ungated. Also, if you look, so let's just have a look at the restricted products first. So have a read through here. You can see certain categories require to obtain pre-approval before listing. Some need additional information. And then you've got all these related topics to the different types of things. Obviously, things like alcohol, anything in the health industry where you're selling supplements and things like that, anything that's dangerous, but also I would be having a think about whether or not you want to sell into, for example, the electronics niche, because if you're shipping products with batteries, for example, there are also some extra I guess hoops you have to jump through to get those products listed on Amazon and import them into the US. So just have a think about that and take that into consideration. So we'll just jump back, and then we've got listing restrictions here. So have a read through that. We won't go through that now, but then down here are the categories requiring approval. So you can see here, and then you can view the requirements. So automotive, beauty, all the different things here. Obviously, with things like jewelry, if you're, selling diamonds, Amazon needs to make sure that they're actually real diamonds that you're selling. They need to be certified, things like that. So have a read through that. So the next thing you can do to kind of have a think about what niche you want to sell into is what's going to be profitable. So what's selling for you. So to do that, you can research on the Jungle Scout web app and also the Chrome extension. Use that when you're doing your searches like I've shown in my other videos, and find products that are popular. So they've got a lot of sales per month, low competition, and also a high profit margin. So that's what you actually want to be looking for. But you obviously also need to be able to source these products from a supplier or manufacturer. So you also need to take that into consideration. So the next thing you want to think about is, am I going to sell an eclectic mix of products? For example, if I find on Jungle Scout a product that is in the sporting niche, so it might be some type of sporting equipment, and that's great, and that's my first product, and I start selling that. I'm in the sporting niche, but then I find something in the gardening niche a couple of weeks later or a month later, and I'm considering that for my second product. I'm then ending up in two niches, which isn't the end of the world. If they're both, the numbers stack up on Jungle Scout, then that's great. But what some people want to do is create a synergy between their products, so that basically if somebody comes and views their store on Amazon, they're for example seeing everything in the sporting niche and then they can get kind of cross sells and cross promotions, and people are kind of getting to know their brand. They're really building a brand rather than just a set of disparate products on Amazon that are all doing well individually. So just need to take that into consideration when you're deciding what to sell. If you jump over to Google and type in Amazon bestsellers, you can click on here. This is another great way to kind of start to decide what you may want to start selling into, which niche. So we've got any department listed here, and we can go through and start researching the different types of products that are very popular. Or we could click down through via our department over here. So if, for example, I know I am interested in, let's see, home and kitchen, I would want to view the home and kitchen bestsellers, the bestsellers home and kitchen, and let's just run the Jungle Scout Chrome extension on there, and then we can see here, obviously we're playing in a very competitive field if we go directly up against any of these bestsellers, because although the estimated sales are extremely high along with the revenue, if we look at the number of reviews, typically I'm looking for anything below 200. Most of these don't really fit the bill. There's this one here with 62, but look, it's by Nestle, so it's a brand product. But the idea isn't to go up directly against any of these bestsellers, but really to spark kind of your research into what type of niche you might wanting to be getting into. So that's another thing you can do. Another great way to do some kind of niche research is to head on over to AliExpress, and again click on any of these. So flash deals is good, but I like to have a look at best selling and to browse in that way and have a look at the top selling products. So hair accessories, bracelets, comfortable foot sleeve. Do you like how I skimmed over that one? Universal Bluetooth car kits, wall stickers. So this again can kind of spark that kind of initial research into the types of popular products and niches. So what I would do, for example, they're saying these vintage steampunk sunglasses are popular. If I can't copy that. That's alright. We'll go over to Amazon. Vintage steampunk sunglasses. Vintage steampunk sunglasses, and I'll basically just cross-reference between either Alibaba, AliExpress, and Amazon, and even Jungle Scout, and see how the numbers stack up. They're quite a low price product, but if you can source them for a reasonable amount, that may be okay. So let's just have a look at the numbers here. So what I noticed first of all is that nobody is sponsoring on these, so we're straight into actual products. But there's some good numbers here up the top with quite low reviews. 730 sales, 693 with 144, and then it kind of drops off a bit, jumps up again here. Let's have a look. Yep, they're similar. 84 with 7,000. That one's quite high, but so are the reviews. So that's kind of how I do that. And then the other way you can do a bit of niche research is within Jungle Scout itself. Click on the niche hunter, and this is in the web application, and here again we can select which categories we're interested in, select the marketplace, set our parameters. Now I've set these, but what I suggest you do is just hover on each one of these little information icons and it will tell you what these mean. So average units sold, the average units sold for the top 10 products disregarding outliers. A low number means few products under this keyword sell well. A high number represents a good opportunity for sellers. So that's why I've set mine above 0 there, from 250 upwards to 1,000 plus. My price range, that's self-explanatory. Opportunity score, aggregate score. Highest score means it's a better opportunity for sellers, so that's why I've set that high. And then go through the others. You'll see this is low competition. I'm going up against competition with low listing quality. That's why I've set that low. The word count, you can play around with that, but I don't really care. 1 to 4, it's just to do with the keywords, and that will help with the keyword research. I always go to the highest amount of results per page and just click search. Now what this niche hunter does is it's based on keyword, and then based on these little icons here, you can see the quality of what's coming back, but you really drill down into the keywords themselves to see the products, and you've got the average price. Now it's not always 100% perfect, because you might have different types of products bundled together under the one keyword depending on what it is. I noticed spawn. I thought that was something I didn't know, but it actually meant spoon if you drill down into that. So for example, these folding dinner trays look like a good opportunity. I click there to drill down into it. I can see mostly they're the same type of thing, but we've got the price here, the net profit. They are oversized, so probably not something I'm looking to get into. High reviews here, fairly high reviews, some low ones there, and then lower sales. So I probably wouldn't get into that one, but again, this is just the niche research that we're doing initially. So you can scroll down here. Hand-painted rocks, there's another interesting one, $33 for hand-painted rocks. Let that expand out, and we can see here, right, $32. Round hand-painted silver slate. Oh, they're drink coasters. So we've got drink coasters there. There's no actual rocks. So people are looking for hand-painted rocks, but it doesn't look like they're existing, not via this tool anyway. What else? 5 kilo weights, probably going to weigh too much. We've got some nutrition and health supplements in here. You can drill down and have a look at if you're interested. Again, same criteria. I'm sticking away from brand names, etc. Vacuum board, not sure what that is. Let's have a look. Sometimes it jumps up. Oh, there it is. Looks like actual vacuum cleaners and stuff there. Not interested in those. Chocs, we've got some food. Knobbed foam roller for Pilates or what have you, or gym equipment. So 24,000, 82,000. Sports and outdoors, quite competitive. That one's quite low price with a fairly low net profit. This is a higher net profit, but it's higher priced. Looking at sales, so that might be one I could go check out. And then so on and so forth. I would just continue having a look at the different niches, and then when I find something, heading on over to the, so for example this, what was it, knobbed foam roller. I would head on over to here. Do a search for it, refresh Jungle Scout, and have a look at the numbers. So if you haven't got Jungle Scout, either the Chrome extension that I'm using here or the web app, there's a link in the description below, so just click on that to grab that. Let me know in the comments how you go. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks guys, bye.